Okay, fantastic. It's great to see the meeting room fill up like that so quickly, just after the hour. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Discover LevelBlue Partner Program webinar. For those of you guys that have never spoken to me before, don't know me, my name is Cian Harrington, and I am the Director for the EMEA and APAC MSSP and channel teams here at LevelBlue. Today, I'm joined by the architect of all of what we will discuss. In fact, the brains behind our program, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, Miss Jennifer Lowe. Jenny, do you want to say hi?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Lowe. I am the product manager over our MSSP partner program, and I also oversee part of our software solutions here at LevelBlue. Good to talk with everybody
Great.
today.
Yeah, so humble. Really the brains of our operation. Thanks, Jenny. Today, between the two of us, we will hopefully cover all of these topics. A reminder about LevelBlue, our brand new partner program overview, a deep dive into our LevelBlue Labs, USM Anywhere, the cornerstone technology of our partner programs, and of course the LevelBlue services, which were just recently launched. But first, let me introduce you to LevelBlue. We are a joint venture of AT&T and Willjam Ventures, focused exclusively on cybersecurity. Now, as you guys look at this really cool timeline, you'll also see AlienVault. And in fact, we are the next evolution of AlienVault, a company that I joined 8 years ago, sitting at the same laptop, but now working for 3 different companies. It's crazy. AlienVault, of course, was incredibly well known within the cybersecurity world, but perhaps for MSSPs and partners joining us this afternoon from outside of the United States, AT&T's history in cybersecurity is perhaps not as storied, and it goes back as far as 1996 when AT&T introduced managed security services in firewall management, IDS, virus protection, and SEG services. After that, as you guys can see, AlienVault was launched in 2007. A number of engineers working for Telefonica in Madrid in Spain. They were just trying to make their job easier. They wanted better visibility across their network. They created something called OSIM, which would grow to become USM Anywhere, which we will discuss later on this afternoon. AT&T acquired VeriSign Consulting in 2009 and added it to its cybersecurity services, and a number of the LevelBlue services now available for our partners are in fact from the old VeriSign team, who still provide a huge part of LevelBlue cybersecurity. AT&T, of course, acquired AlienVault in 2018, formed AT&T Cybersecurity in January 2019, and just last year, with the acquisition of a controlling interest in AT&T Cybersecurity, Willjam Ventures formed LevelBlue. It's really, really exciting for me to speak with you guys today about all of what LevelBlue offers through our partner programs. Our offerings include managed security services, cybersecurity consulting, threat intelligence, and our mission is to provide simplified cybersecurity solutions that help our partners through our partner programs grow without worrying about cyber threats. I'm just after losing my mouse, guys. Terribly sorry. As we mentioned, right, a storied history between AlienVault and between AT&T going all the ways back to 1996. But what about the Willjam Ventures leadership? Those guys have had quite a storied history as well. Our new CEO, Bob McCullen, first started off in the 90s working for various managed security companies before he ended up at Trustwave, where he ended up being the CEO there. Bob, with his team, Steve Kelly was his CRO, who's now the LevelBlue CRO. John Randall was one of his marketing specialists, now part of our marketing operations. Niran Shaw, CTO of Trustwave, now also part of the LevelBlue leadership team. Will Benton, now in charge and overseeing the brand new LevelBlue Partner Program, was a VP at Trustwave as well. they've had years of experience growing Trustwave from nothing to a company that was sold to Singapore Telecom in 2018 for hundreds of millions of dollars. Their experience is second to none in cybersecurity, and have a number of other ventures going on in as well as LevelBlue. Further to that, as you can see, we've got a number of SOC teams internally that hopefully you guys can leverage as part of your services. The LevelBlue Labs team is something that Jenny is going to go into in a lot more detail later on. And we've got a specialist channel team sitting here in San Diego, Austin, Cork, Ireland, Sydney, Australia, who are available to help and support all of your channel needs. On a side note, LevelBlue is among the largest security service providers globally and partner program specialists. We have relationships with and work with some of the most trusted brands in the world. Over 3+ decades, we've developed a comprehensive portfolio of consulting and professional services that can now be accessed by you to enhance and support your customers' needs. With a broad set of these services, we can support diverse cybersecurity needs of your clients for securing data, users, applications, and infrastructures, wherever it resides. It's because of this strong portfolio of services that we are consistently recognized by the media, and it's incredibly exciting that we are now launching many of these services through this new partner program for you guys to start utilizing. So what about the new LevelBlue Partner Program? And our goal here was pretty simple, right? We wanted to offer a suite of managed and unmanaged security services that are easy to deploy, but also easy to integrate. Our new program also includes a consumption-based model for email security powered by Checkpoint, and endpoint protection powered by SentinelOne. Partnering with us means you can focus on expanding your business while our technology and services keep your customers protected. Our new partner program for resellers, distributors, MSPs, MSSPs comes with 3 different tiers. Core is going to be predominantly for our value-added distribution, value-added reselling partners. MSSP and MSSP Plus for the MSPs and MSSPs. As you guys can see, there is plenty of benefits on the left-hand side. In order to qualify as an MSSP Plus partner, it's $120,000 net new business in a calendar year. But everybody will start off on the MSSP tier as an MSSP. We are incredibly excited to bring this to you guys. And without further ado, I would like to pass the baton to Jenny to talk about the actual products, less of me bluffing around the top and the high levels, and more about what is behind this partner program. What can you guys utilize? What kind of services can you bring your customers when partnering with us? Jenny, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Cian. I'm going to kick this off by talking to you guys a little bit about LevelBlue Labs, which is our first-party threat intelligence arm of our company, and what it is and what it means for you guys. LevelBlue Labs is, like I mentioned, our threat intelligence arm. It fuels our XDR solution and our SOCs with continuous threat intelligence, which is backed by the Open Threat Exchange. The Open Threat Exchange is a community of over 450,000 security professionals who submit 20 million plus threat indicators per day. So LevelBlue has access to all of these threat data sources, including the OTX, as well as our USM Anywhere Global Sensor Network and some other third-party feeds. They are collecting those threat observations every day, and they are putting those into our threat analysis engine. In one day, for example, we analyze 400,000 suspicious URLs and more than 400,000 threat artifacts. So from the threat data collection and analysis to making that threat intelligence actionable and timely to continuous updating, the LevelBlue Labs does the work of managing the threat intelligence lifecycle for our customers. To quickly make sense of all of that data that's coming in, we run it through multiple layers of proprietary analytics and machine learning to extract and better understand the lower level threat indicators. We use static agents with dozens of automatic checks that look for malicious code or associations with known malicious URLs or IP addresses, as well as other IOCs. We automatically publish those IOCs to our Open Threat Exchange, which is free for anyone to join, by the way. In fact, you can integrate with the OTX and extract those IOCs through our API. So go ahead and if you look it up today, you can join and have access to all of that threat intelligence. We also perform behavioral.
I was going to ask just about that, right? 235,000 members. What like security professionals? What kind of people do join the Open Threat Exchange, and what kind of people do update what they're seeing essentially?
Yeah, it could be.
Do you have to be a professional?
You do not have to be a professional. It could be, just white hat analysts. It could be other MSPs. It could be someone in their house just looking at threat information. But all of that information that gets contributed is run through checks, and the labs team is sifting through it all and checking to see the efficacy of it and what needs to be paid attention to.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. And is there a charge in LevelBlue Labs?
For the OTX today, there is not a charge.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. So on the OTX, if you go to access it, you can see that there are various contributors, like we mentioned, who will contribute intelligence in what we call a pulse. That pulse is the actual threat intelligence information. You can subscribe to certain contributors. You can take a look at those pulses. You can look up certain IOCs if you want to see what information is already out there, things like that.
Wow, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are also performing behavioral analysis, and we use supervised machine learning to cluster the malware into families of similar behaviors. And with YAR rules, we use those to help malware researchers, identify and classify malware samples. So like I mentioned, if we think additional research is needed, our research team will do a deeper dive. For example, they might reverse engineer malware or further investigate a particular threat group and their characteristic TTPs. So the result of all of that research is highly curated threat intelligence that the labs team feeds into our USM Anywhere platform in the form of correlation rules and higher level threat indicators. So our research team is writing these rules and updating them daily. And again, like I mentioned, we feed some of that intelligence back into the Open Threat Exchange so that it can be used as an open source threat intelligence tool for security professionals.
Wow.
So finally,
as a partner, Jenny, and I'm terribly sorry, but this is really cool, right? You can sign up to the LevelBlue Partner Program, and through the USM Anywhere platform, you get access to the LevelBlue Labs, who take their threat intel feeds from Open Threat Exchange, one of the largest open source threat repositories in the world. The labs team actually do all of the validation and work for an MSSP or for an MSP or for a reseller or for a DIST, and they send it out to the USM Anywhere in pulses so that essentially MSSPs don't have to waste time threat hunting or trying to understand the data that they are seeing from this. That's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly it. And I'll speak a little bit about how that works inside of USM Anywhere in just a second, but that's exactly it, Cian.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. So with that kind of background about our threat intelligence arm, let's talk a little bit more about USM Anywhere, which, as Cian mentioned, is the cornerstone of our security service company. So what is USM Anywhere? It's a cloud-based open XDR platform that combines multiple security capabilities to extend detection and response from your network to endpoints and the cloud, all of these different places. It's continuously monitoring across your environment and collecting logs and correlating data from multiple sources. So one, it's collecting information using our Blue App integrations. These are over 800 integrations that we have built into the platform to ingest logs from your existing security stack. So whether it be parsing from different syslog sources or API integrations to pull logs or be able to push actions out to those tools, we have a wide range of integrations that we are always adding to so that you can just take advantage of your existing security stack and have continuous monitoring across that environment. So with all that information coming in, the platform is also integrating the curated threat intelligence from Blue Labs. And out of the box, we have over 2,200 correlation rules that we are also constantly adding to. So those correlation rules are taking into account the activity happening across the network, looking for behavior that would be an indicator of that bad activity that they're pulling from OTX. So are they finding certain IOCs? Are they seeing certain lateral movement? Those correlation rules help you make sense of what's happening across your network and will alert you if it's seeing any sort of activity that needs to be paid attention to. So,
and USM Anywhere, Jenny, it's aptly named, right? It can be deployed anywhere. Like, are we talking Azure, AWS, GCP, on-premise even? Does the name fit the reality?
It is. It can be deployed anywhere. It is a cloud-hosted platform powered by our sensors that can be deployed in any of those various places you mentioned, Cian. So once you have your sensor deployed, whether it's on-prem in a virtual machine or in AWS, you have access to those integrations to start ingesting logs, and can be set up almost immediately to start monitoring and correlating information.
Great. So as an MSSP in the program, you go to a customer, potential new customer, you don't really have to worry what kind of infrastructure they have or where they're hosting stuff. USM Anywhere is going to be able to look after it.
Yep, absolutely. You can, we have just a really flexible way that you can deploy and take into account multiple different types of customer environments in order to do so.
And you mentioned about deploying almost immediately. Are we talking hours?
I guess it depends how fast you can do it, Cian. Hours to minutes, minutes to hours.
Great, fantastic.
Absolutely. So with that in mind, I want to also talk about some of the other services that are available through our partner program and what those mean for you guys. This is just a high-level overview of all of those services. And so I would encourage you to reach out if you have additional questions, but I will go through them at a high level just so you can understand. So from a managed services perspective, we are offering 24/7 SOC monitoring services that use USM Anywhere as their monitoring tool. And so if you are a team that is not ready for 24/7 monitoring, you can take advantage of LevelBlue's 24/7 service and let them notify you when something needs to be looked at, free up your time for more important day-to-day needs. We've also got a managed vulnerability scanning service through our consulting group. They are utilizing Tenable security scanning in order to help identify critical vulnerabilities and have someone to consult with on what are best methods to remediate those vulnerabilities, what to do next, how can we do another scan, make sure everything's taken care of, things like that. We are also offering a penetration testing service through our consulting team. This is an external pen test, one-time engagement for all of your compliance needs. And we've got an incident response retainer that's available for USM Anywhere users that allows you to have someone to call when you are in those minutes of an incident and you're not sure what to do next, you have access to a 24/7 incident response retainer group that can help consult you on what are the next steps to help remediate here. Recently launched with us, we've also got the email security, which is powered by Checkpoint, and our endpoint security powered by SentinelOne. This email security protects at an API inline level the emails coming into your business and gives you access to deploy new customers, new email security inboxes on demand. So it's a completely pay-as-you-go usage-based model where you get access to the tool and can build your own service around it and only pay for what you're using. And for our security with SentinelOne, we are offering same style of usage here where you can get access to the SentinelOne management console, deploy new tenants, new customers, new endpoints as you need, as you go. No minimums, no contract requirements, completely month to month. But all of these services in an effort to help you and our partners protect their customers in an easy, simplified way. We're here with those services now. And you can also expect to be seeing new services coming available to a partner program as well.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Jenny. This is absolutely version 1.0 of the LevelBlue Partner Program. Our aim is to give our partners the tools to be able to provide the most comprehensive of cybersecurity services. And I think for 1.0, we're not doing too bad with all of those services that Jenny just outlined, right? I have a few questions, Jenny, in the chat, right? Is USM Anywhere a multi-tenant platform? And how easy is it for MSSPs to manage multiple clients from one console?
Absolutely. We have a centralized access management for our USM Anywhere tenants. So MSSPs can expect to have a centralized view of all of their customers in one place. And we're actually moving towards a full multi-tenant environment where you'll be able to pivot between them. But yes, absolutely, you can expect centralized management of your customers.
Great. And I guess, can partners white label these services?
Yeah, you can take these services and make them your own. Some of them, in various different ways, but the goal is that you should be able to take these services. We'll make them as flexible as we can for you to be able to make them your own for your customers.
Great. And funnily enough, flexible is the very next question. How flexible is the partner program for partners who want to offer only select services? And again, right, you guys sign up to this partner program. It's up to you. It's up to the partner to decide which service, which product from this suite can best support your customers. There's absolutely no mandate, no mandatory tick box that you guys have to use USM Anywhere, that you have to use Checkpoint, manage email, SentinelOne, etc., etc. We are completely flexible for you guys as partners. Okay. Great. So I don't have any more questions in the chat, but thank you guys all very, very much for your time this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It really is a very, very exciting time for LevelBlue. The vision the new leadership have, our partner program is front and center of that. And we are going to be continuing to support our channel partners with more and more offerings, support, help, anything at all that you need. For more details, go to the LevelBlue website, reach out directly to us, find us on LinkedIn. We would be more than happy to speak to you guys. Okay. Jenny, any final thoughts?
No, thank you guys so much for your time. We really look forward to meeting with you guys and seeing how we can work together. Thank you.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Have a lovely afternoon.